All right. Well, so why did Donald Trump push for a ceasefire is the big question. What does he get from this? There could be many possible reasons and theories as to why help him and the United States. Reason one, perfect opportunity to exit the war without any damage or American losses. Reason number two, United States has sent back Iranian nuclear program to a non-threatening level with strikes on nuclear plants. Reason number three, US bases across Middle East taken off the radar of direct Iranian strikes. Reason number four, Iran could return to the negotiation table due to the much needed respite. And reason number five, less likely to do with Donald Trump's bid for the Nobel Peace Prize due to limited US involvement in the conflict and his early exit and posturing for peace as well. General Sudhakarji, what reason could there be for the Americans to set up something like this? Donald Trump obviously sometimes putting his his ambitions of a Nobel Peace Prize ahead of the real reasons why a war is taking place.
Vinit, good evening. Thank you for getting me to the show, and compliments to very distinguished co-panelists. Now, please allow me to be as transparent and democratic in my articulations as I always been. Neither of the options you have given are true, as far as I am concerned. The option that is playing in my mind as to why he's gone in for ceasefire is his survival as a president of India is at stake, of USA is at stake. Why is it at stake? Maybe perhaps for the first time, maybe, I need to check up the history. This is for the first time a president of USA has gone in to carry out attack, military offensive attack against another country without the Congress approval. If it has happened earlier, then I'll stand corrected. But this is a very big thing. Second thing that has happened is that during the campaigning, election campaigning, he had assured his domestic constituencies that the ongoing conflict, he will bring them an end to within 24 hours, and he will not do anything which will trigger a new conflict. Here is a case which has made him to go against his earlier commitment to the constituency. His MAGA is gone against him. His own close coteries, they have gone against him. He's gone in for an attack against objective in a foreign country, despite his director intelligence is giving him the briefing that there is no clue, no evidence to suggest that Iran is going nuclear or it has got anything close to a nuclear weapon. And the IAEA, which is supposed to be a central agency in the world, which is keeping its all cameras and surveillance system in place to watch all activities, monitor everything, regulate in all the nuclear installations in Iran, because it's a signatory of NPT. And despite the chief of IAEA giving a statement that none of the activities of Iranian nuclear installments are actually leading or pointing towards manufacturing or development of a nuclear weapon. In spite of these all opposing kinds of inputs, if he's gone in for an offensive in a foreign country, don't you think that is a serious enough a problem he has created for himself? His survival as a president is at stake. So therefore, it brings me, and today, if you delve into the details of the dynamics, domestic dynamics of USA, people, if it was one person talking about impeachment a couple of months back, today almost close to 50% people are talking about impeaching the president of India, which is, I'm an admirer of Trump. Look at the conditions under which he has actually struggled to come back to the power. He's shown the qualities of leadership, determination, and resolve. I personally want him to continue, but he has to be very rational. So what is it that compelling him to come to such kind of decisions? It is none other than the deep state. The same deep state, he had decided, he had shown resolve to take stock, the same deep state which had made him unstable in his previous tenure, almost made him defunct as a president of USA. He wanted to take control. Unfortunately, the balloon of all his combative powers and resolve had got punctured. The deep state has rebounced and started controlling the foreign policy in Middle East, which is led by none other than Netanyahu. Same Netanyahu who was at it since 92. In 97, there was a document which was published.
What do you want?
A classified one called as Clean Break, meaning that there is no place for Palestine in the map of Middle East. And he had been showing these maps time and again in any central delivery of his lecture, whether it is United Nations, General Assembly, or anywhere else. None of his maps in one hand he has shown to the world has got any kind of marking or the map of Palestine in the Middle East. So therefore, when Donald Trump came back to power in 2.0, he off and on, he started articulating that the Palestinians will be resettled in places like Jordan. They will be resettled in Egypt. They will be resettled in Saudi Arabia and Indonesia. So if you join the dots, maybe a consistent and a coherent picture is emerging. And therefore, there is a bigger end behind all this. Ceasefire on this, no ceasefire. There is a calibrated activity which is going on. We need to understand the bigger game plan. It started with Hamas, all right, on 7th October 2023. But after post-2020, 7th October, from Hamas it went to Hezbollah. After Hezbollah was the Houthis, then the Syrian, now the Iran. Iran, you think it is going to finish with this? The nuclear fissile material of 400 kgs, which reportedly were hidden underground in Fordo, they have been moved out because in war, starting a war is easy, but stopping a war is very complicated and difficult. You think by announcing ceasefire, the war between Iran and Israel will come to an end? I'm sorry. It will not. This war or conflict will be going on. There may be tactical pauses in between, but it will bounce back with a very grave intensity in Middle East. It is destined to catch fire. And after Iran, we should ask the question, who next? Perhaps what is coming to my mind is Turkey or Turkey. What is after Turkey? Maybe Pakistan could be targeted. Don't ever think that Munir had hot lunch with this man and every lunch in life is free. Everything has to be paid for. Pakistan is the ultimate target which America and Israel are looking at. Back to you, Vinit.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.